A very good morning to all of you from India and good afternoon maybe from for other countries. I welcome Michael sir and this is our Law Dharma Nexus YouTube channel where we speak about law, mediation and dharma. So today we have Michael sir who has been awarded by President of Singapore for his work in mediation. He was awarded with the Public Service Medal and he is known for his resolving dispute not only in Singapore but in other countries as well. So I welcome sir and over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, Miss Vida Dulata, and thank you for partnering me. Yeah, in this journey of learning. Yeah, we are all learning, even though we have already got the skill and the knowledge, but every day is different, and therefore, I for myself, I'm always learning. Yeah, oh, good, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to all. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are that you come from. All right, I'm happy to partner with Miss Vidadola, and then we will share our stories on the application of psychology in any conflict. All right. Now, we are living in a world that is where we constantly meet people, all right, and have sort of a relationship, whether it be friends, family, relatives, acquaintance, and even people who just pass by. Let me just give a little bit of why the people who pass by also may have some conflict. Say, for instance, I'm driving on the highway, all right, and normally you look out for cars and it's a straight road, you drive, and somebody just horn you from behind. And after that, he overtake you, and then he moved so fast. You know what you think yourself to on that guy? Hey, crazy. How come you drive so fast? Yeah. But then you must think of the other party in relation to your driving. Say, wow, this guy, how can he drive so slow? A slow coach. There you are. There's a conflict, but have not met. Yeah. And then let's say you just let it go and he also let it go. And that's it. But of course, uh, there is already a certain conflict in that time. Yeah. Just a short while. Yeah. Good. So now, there's always a difference, like what I mentioned to you. Once there's no such order that you think that it should be, then there is always a dispute or conflict, right? So let me talk to you about little bit about how you can handle such sort of situation. It all depends on yourself. Yeah, if you have the skill and knowledge to handle, and then that will be good. But this is by either training, experience, or study. Sometimes you read books, yes, yeah, it helps. But of course, it all depends on individual. I have a good book that I've read. Maybe I, sort of let you know. It's entitled The Psychology of Conflict. And it's written by a well-known mediator. And he's writing on mediating in the diverse world. His name is Paul Randolph. Yeah. I shall share with you my sort of interpretation on some of this chapter in my own words. And if you are interested, you can read more. But of course, reading doesn't really make you a mediator. But of course, with training and experience, you will be better off on that basis. Yes. Now, next, I want to let you know. Yeah, if you have, know about the singer group Bee Gees, I'm sure you have heard of the popular song. Yeah, Saturday Night Fever, and songs like that. They were the Gibb brothers. Yeah? They themselves, as a family, had some issues regarding sort of the play during that time. So Robin Gibb, in 1969, break away from the group and then he went solo. But a year later, he joined back. So even family, there will be sort of misunderstanding or dispute, and therefore, conflict arises. Yeah, and therefore, this is something that I must let you know. Yeah. Then we will also have um, this emotion, which I believe during the time the Gibb brothers may have, but it all happens to everyone who has relationship with one another, either long, short, or a temporary one. Yeah, conflict play a sort of influencing how sort of individual, yeah, perceive and also interpret and respond to situation. Yeah, emotion comes into play, and most dispute springs from this perceived, yeah, injustice, and sort of uh, inevitably, yeah, it sort of hurts your feeling. And when you sort of feeling are being hurt, like anger, frustration, hurts, and then of course lead to argumentative or aggressive behavior, yeah, escalating into a conflict, further. So of course, to we sort of gain and manage emotion, regain and manage your emotion is crucial uh, to for the effective navigating the conflict. So this is something that you must sort of know by now. Yeah, but of course, by fostering emotional intelligence, I believe Miss Vidudulata also has a course on that. Emotional intelligence helps an individual to develop the skill needed to understand their own emotion. Yeah, the skill model to understand how it can be communicated constructively, ultimately leading to more positive sort of conflict outcome, and sort of also a healthier relationship. Yeah. Now I come
Thank
to
you.
the
That is,
yes.
yes, please. Please.
Okay. Now I come to the core main of the self-esteem. Yeah. It's a overall subjective
Okay.
evaluation.
Before you
Okay.
come to the self esteem, can I pick up that one thread of yours that
Sure.
emotions play a very important role in conflicts? In
Sure.
fact, when emotions control us,
Mhm.
when they are, we are in the control of emotions like anger, emotions like revenge, and all these emotions, when they control us, then it is very difficult to, there is a conflict. It is difficult to understand, or it is difficult to empathize. And
Yes.
I think I remember one story from Mahabharata, which goes to Janmajaya. Janmajaya is a great grandson of Arjuna. Arjuna from the Pandavas. So he was a great grandson of Arjuna. And the story is about mediation. Here, the mediator is Astika. And
Mm.
the conflicting parties are Janmajaya on one hand and Takshaka, the snake, on other hand. So how this story goes about is Janmajaya's father, Parikshit, grandson of Arjun, once he goes for hunting in a forest, and Emperor or King Parikshit is very well known for his wisdom, justice, and fair, working of the country. So once he went to the forest, there he was very thirsty, and he came across one, sage named as Samika. So he was in a deep mediation, and he was not supposed to talk. So Parikshit, of course, unaware of this, Parikshit king asked that, "Can I have some water?" So, upon which, since the sage was, Maharishi was in deep meditation, mediation is coming all the time. So, he was in deep meditation. And therefore, he did not answer Parikshit's question. Upon which the king got very angry. Again, here we are seeing the angry emotion which led
Yes.
to this conflict and chain
Mhm.
of revenge. So he
Correct.
became very angry, and what he did was he just put around a dead snake around the neck of Rishi Samika, and he went off from there. Son of the Maharishi, Shungi, he came to know about this incident and he was very angry. So what he did was he cursed Parikshit king, saying that he will die within 7 days by the snake bite, and Takshaka will bite him. So there was some, when he came out of the meditation, he realized what has happened, and he really felt sorry for Parikshit king because he was a king of wisdom, justice, and so what he did was he told that this is my son has given you the curse, so can you take the precaution? But whatsoever precaution was taken by King Parikshit, ultimately Takshaka came in the disguise of Brahmin and bite him, and Parikshit had to die. So Janmajaya, when he got this, he went to, I mean, he got this story that how his father died. So
Mhm.
he became really very angry and he wanted to take the revenge. So what he did was he had the yagna. Yagna is a sacrificial fire, and when where he got the mantra chanted, and he invited all the snakes from all over the places to that sacrificial fire, that yagna, and they all, they were into that fire, and ultimately they died. So, seeing this scenario, Astika came, a young boy. He came and he wanted to intervene. So, first, what he did was he praised Janmajaya. So, you know what? He smoothened the feeling. Janmajaya was in the mood of anger, revenge, and that. So, first of all, he praised Janmajaya. He brought the king to the normal emotions. And then when Janmajaya was in a normal mood, he said, "What do you want? And young man, why have you come here?" So he said, "Please stop this sacrificial fire because it's not going to end. The snakes who have become orphan, they will again take the revenge, and then this story of revenge will go on and on. We have to stop it somewhere. And as it is, you have killed so many snakes. So anger should also be at the right degree, which is very, very important. Your emotion plays a very important role, but they should not be controlling you." Yes, sir. So you were talking about some self-esteem, so let's go towards that.
Okay, true. Yeah, I heard what you have mentioned. Yes, when a conflict arises, yeah, both parties have to, actually try to resolve it themselves. But if not, then you have to need a third party, which is a mediator. Yeah, and he's not the one to tell you what to do, but of course he will lead you into coming out a solution by yourself, which is good. I mean, that's how mediation is about, and not a mediator directing the two disputant to tell them what to do. Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Yes.
it's the parties who have to take out the solution.
Of course.
Mediator would only tell about,
Yeah.
they will probably show the place. It's the parties who decide ultimately.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
So that's why,
absolutely right.
yeah, a party has to know what they want. Yeah, and of course,
Exactly.
the party will come in with a dispute that they say, okay, I'm holding on to my position. So is the other party. So when both parties are holding on to their position, a mediator can do is to sort of break it down. Yeah, ensure that what is the underlying interest for both of them. And then when it is being broken down into interest, then there is a light in the tunnel. Yeah. So all this, position taking and all that, are actually on each person's self-esteem, yeah, self-concept, which, yeah,
That's right.
right now I want to tell you what is self-esteem. It's an overall subjective, it's really a subjective evaluation of one's worth, yeah, or value as a person. So if I am a person who think highly of myself, then I when I meet someone who is you think, I think not as valuable or in the same position, then I probably want to up my status and say, look, who are you to come and tell me what to do and things like that. So always self-esteem is on the negative side. You may affect the other person, but if you take it as a good negotiating value, then of course both sides will come to a sort of amicable solution thereafter. Yeah. So it sort of encompasses one's belief that this is my way of thinking, and this is my feeling of competent. Yeah. That the sort of overall adequacy in myself. So such esteem, self-esteem, of course, will influence, an individual themselves, and then they will have to react to the world around them. Maybe friends, maybe colleague, yeah, or maybe the world at large. So, let's say, for instance, your Indian prime minister, yeah, he is just as good and very popular. So there is this self-esteem that he has sort of, brought it out to others to look at and say, yeah, others will look at him and say, yeah, he's a good, popular prime minister, and he has been winning votes all this after the election, and yeah, he can do something for the country. Similarly, in Singapore, yeah, uh, our prime minister, yeah, in Singapore, he's Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. He is right now, today, yeah, he steps down as prime minister and take on the senior post of senior minister, whereas someone in the fourth generation, yeah, uh, been a deputy prime minister, has been elevated to the post of prime minister. So, and of course, the person's self-esteem also come into play. So when he steps up, it is not that he himself elected to go up, but among the ministers, they choose him as the leader to bring Singapore forward. So there you are. A self-esteem of one individual will affect the rest of the whole cabinet as well as the country. So therefore, when he's being elected today, then he will take the mantle, yeah, to rule Singapore thereon. Yeah. All right. Good. Now, similarly, it's also a self-concept that one person has to know what he wants, and also he has to play a crucial role in shaping the behavior, the attitude, the goal. As individual, he has to maintain the consistency, and that will allow him to be, judged by the masses or the public. And therefore, this self-esteem and self-concept is a valuable tools for him to move forward. And then when he is able to command that sort of respect, yeah, therefore, whoever comes to him for any sort of dispute resolution, I believe he's able to handle it very well. Yes. So I let Miss Vida Lata to continue if she has any to say. Yeah.
No, no, I do completely agree on this point that self-esteem plays a very important role. And self-esteem, it's like, when if the person is ignored or if he is neglected by the society, by the family, of course, his self-esteem is hurt. And then the conflicts may arise due to this reason also. So I remember a Buddha story of knots, but that I think we will keep it for the second, a second session. So yes, to conclude, I would say that emotions plays very important role, and it is emotional intelligence that one should have. That emotion should not be larger than us. We
Right.
should be able to control our emotions, and we should be able to see the larger picture in the future. If we continue with the conflicts, what will happen?
Yes.
So mediator's job is not to decide or not to dictate the terms, but to show this larger view to the conflicting parties. Ultimately it is the conflicting parties who takes the decision, and they have to come up to the solution.
Yes.
Probably the mediator's job is to have some alternative options, or to provide, help them or assist them with some other options for the, or solutions to
Yes.
resolve the conflict. So I
Correct.
think there are many interesting stories from the epics which we would be sharing with you all. So that can be in the next session. So here we stop, but then please do like our channel and subscribe if you have not. And thank you so much, sir, for your wisdom of speech. It has really enlightened us. And all the viewers, please subscribe us. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.